Today we're going to cover this topic when we're talking about the CBA and everything that's going around with contracts in the NBA and how that's going around. Man, players want to get traded after just signing a deal.
Yeah, I figured KD would bring up this type of topic.
We got owners that want to trade to get rid of players that still got years on their deals. What do y'all stand on that? Like, do y'all feel like should be a punishment on players for in a KD situation that is just like, I just signed a deal, I want to leave, forget the rest of the
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Like I'm going to take a different approach than what y'all normally think I'm going to take. It's got to be a case by case basis because I was doing a little bit of research, looking back on everything that's been going on, like as far as players and contracts, all going all the way back to the late mid '80s all the way up to now. Regardless whether you take the approach of what MJ took back in the day where I'm the employee, you the owner, or whether now you're doing the LeBron empowerment, management mentality has never changed. It hasn't changed. It's the same setup. And where I'm looking at it nowadays, now the players got empowered, they're looking at organizations as in, for one thing, if I'm drafted to your organization, that's a different scenario. Because if I'm drafting your organization, I got 2, 3, 4 years to see how your organization is, how y'all run it, and if I want to be a part of it.
Right.
Then if I sign that contract being a part of it, then I'm already agreed to the fact that the way y'all run it, I agree with the way y'all running it.
Right.
If I come to your organization, I'm not drafted there. I either got traded here, or I free agently signed here, and what y'all tell me here, when I come here, this is the direction we're going to go. 2, 3 years down the line, that direction we told you we wanted to go, we're changing that. You got to be on board with that. That's not what I came here for. That's not what I came and signed here for. When I came in inside, we had a conversation and said, this is where the direction you was going to take the team. We agreed that, all right, if I'm going to be here, this is the direction you're going to take the team. Then 2, 3 years down the line, you're like, all right, we changed the direction, and because we got you under contract, you got to change direction too. That's not what I came here for.
How can you regulate that, though?
What you mean?
Like, because this is business at this point, right? At the end of the day, it's money. It's millions of dollars getting exchanged.
Right. So finish the contract.
Finish the contract?
As an owner, too, not just as a player. Finish the contract.
All right, what if one person don't want to finish that contract? Should be a punishment?
If you going to punish the owner because he don't want to finish the contract and decide he wants to change the team in a different direction than what I agreed to?
Yeah.
Are we going to punish the owner?
No. You can't regulate it.
That's my point.
I can regulate it, right?
But that's my point.
You know what I'm saying?
If you won't punish a player...
I'm the boss.
Huh?
I'm the boss.
And that's why I want to be traded. And that's my point. If you want to take that mentality towards me, even though I came to your team to try to help your team win.
What if it's not working?
If it's not working, that's mutual.
But not everybody is aware to know it's not working. What if you might be like, look, the way you playing, the way with direction we going now, I know I told you something different, but it ain't working. And the guy like, nah, I think it's working fine. Yeah. But I'm the owner like, look, I got to change this up. It ain't working.
Then we got to split ways. That's what I'm saying. We got to
The owner still wants you on the team.
I'm not
doing it his way.
But that's not part of what I agreed to. If it's a contract means I agreed to this. Mm-hmm. Not to what you want to change it to. I agreed to this.
Is it written in the contract what you agreed to?
Well, that's something the CBA got to address. That's the point.
If it ain't written in there, then you got it.
That's something the CBA got to address.
But if your job tell you whatever direction it is, it's up to you to either leave or not.
And that's why he wants to be traded. That's my point.
Right. It's up to you to leave or not. But it got to be some repercussions on that.
How? If I leave a job,
you can't ask, and I give you everything that you want. I give you everything that you want, and it don't work out. Now you want to leave after I gave you everything you want?
You didn't give me everything I want. That's why I'm leaving.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
What did I give you?
If we want to talk about particular situation, we will keep the general.
We keep the general.
Right, keep it general.
If we keep it general, then you're not giving me
if I give you a coach you want, if I give you a player you want,
okay.
If I pick up free agents you want, what's the problem? And it still didn't work out the way that you wanted it. It's not my fault. I gave you everything that you want. But what did I not give you that you didn't want?
You gave me a player I wanted.
Yeah.
You gave me a coach I wanted.
Yeah. What did I not give you?
And I come to you and tell you, yo, the coach.
But you wanted that coach.
He signed off. Well, see, now we're going for a particular situation.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying if a player wants a certain coach or if a player wants certain players on his team, and I give it to him, and it don't work out.
Then you got to go Pacifics because here's the problem with that.
You set the tone with case by case basis.
Right.
So let's do case by case. So we're
gonna do case by case basis.
Let's start with Ben.
Huh?
Let's start with Ben.
Oh well, Ben's situation to me, I can't believe I'm defending. I had to figure out how to defend that. But Ben's situation, he choked out. I can't defend his situation. There's no way to defend it. He choked out.
Yeah.
There's no way to defend him. He don't like the criticism. He don't like the play. He don't like what he got
to improve his game.
But in his defense, they attacked him.
Right.
And because they attacked him, he's like, yo, I can't handle it.
I was comfortable here, or we could have got worked this, but you guys attacked me. So this contract, even though it has nothing to do with you guys hurt my feelings, I can leave. I don't no longer want to be here.
You watched the whole interview? Maybe the coach, but
Joel kind of did too.
No, he said I missed shots. Thibault missed free throws. He said I turned the ball over. And he also said that he had missed the layup. Right. But the
statement was when we lost the game.
At the beginning of it, he said, I turned the ball over.
I know what he said.
But they asked him, what part do you feel like the game changed? And he was like, the missed layup. Like, he didn't even have to go there and say that. He could have skipped that question and went to himself.
But he also brought up that I turned the ball over. He also brought up
the damage is done already. The damage is done already.
But you couple that. You just couple that one shot from Joel with what Doc, when they asked Doc, can you win with this guy? And you say no.
You said I don't know.
Same thing as
as far as I'm concerned. When you was the one out here throwing me into this position, saying you got faith in me, you got me. You're pushing the narrative for me to play this way. This is the narrative you put. Everybody else came at your neck as the coach for allowing me to play this way. But you encouraging me to continue to play this way. Everybody else is telling you not to do it, and you still pushing it on me. Then when I play the way that way, I'm still playing the same way, unselfishly passing the ball.
But you wasn't playing the way
he played. That's been
no. Don't blast for games. He did not play the way that he usually plays.
Yeah, that fourth quarter, I think he probably took like 2 shots and like 5.
Not just that game.
Not just that game. How many games? Right, exactly. Not just that game. So
I'm talking about in that playoff series.
He never done that in the fourth quarter like that. Not where he's just not shooting.
For a whole series?
No. As soon as he crossed the free throw line, the midcourt line, he gave the ball up and just disappeared.
So should it be a punishment
for his mentality?
On both sides, right? So let's take what you said first. The owners, they did something to you that we had a relationship. I no longer feel comfortable.
Right,
with.
I don't got a relationship.
I want to leave.
Right.
You feel like should be no punishment to Ben for that. He should be able to leave the contract because maybe a stipulation was broken or trust was broken.
If a stipulation is broken in the contract,
trust is broken.
If a stipulation is broken in the contract, yes.
So like going to court, right? Like if you get a divorce and they say, all right, infidelity or something here, but now certain things are all out the window.
Right, everybody like this, but you still got to pay your wife for even though you broke up.
Right.
That's the problem.
Still a penalty.
Right. So, but for you, if you feel like, all right, it don't matter, right? You got to honor your contract. Yeah. It wasn't that deep.
Yeah, it wasn't
what
that
do you
deep
feel should be the punishment for Ben?
Personally, I'm gonna say,
do you have
I'm put it like this: as a man, I'm gonna come back the following year and prove everybody wrong. As a man, right. That's why I would.
Should it be a punishment?
But as a punishment,
right,
but
situation,
if he asks me and he tell me that he want to go out, I'm gonna go out there and try. I'll go out there and try to find a deal there where I can get him out, but you still play until. Up to your ability until I'm able to get you out.
How you regulate that? How you say somebody play up to their ability though?
Like I'm telling you,
what does that mean? You got to maintain a certain number. Like what does that mean?
Well, I'm just saying, come out there and play. Don't come out there and do what Harden did. You know what I mean?
Because Harden played.
No, but Harden was throwing his teammates under the bus. He was out.
That's a tactic.
I'm just answering the question.
That's a tactic.
I'm answering the question. He came out though. It's hard to judge that.
Yeah, I don't like the stat thing, man, because it's...
No, I'm just saying it's hard to judge because Harden came out. He played, but he wasn't playing the way he usually played, and he was throwing his teammates under the bus. Let me finish. But then we don't know that he might have been playing the way that's the way he is because when he came to the Sixers, he was still playing that way.
No, with the Nets, though. You missed a stop with the Nets.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but I'm just saying, though, he wasn't playing the way he used to play. But I'm just saying... With the players, the only hard part, I'm not paying you if you're not showing up. I'm not paying you.
I agree with that. Now that
if you're not showing up, I'm not paying you.
But that's
if you come in here hot dogging it, if there's a way I can prove it within the union or thing, whatever, I'm not paying you. But that's the only thing. That's the only hard part to try to prove.
So this is what I would say. This is my recommendation for a player that breaks the contract. Because I think this is only the issue with max players, right?
All right. So what's the deal?
You are barred from your next contract being a max contract.
I
agree. You cannot get a max contract offer from wherever you go next afterwards.
Yeah. If you break your max contract?
No, if you break the agreement. So if you just sign one within that first 2 years, a year, and you just say, nah, I'm out, you cannot. Your next
They
contract.
should make a set pay that you can only get.
Yeah, you cannot get a max. You just can't get the max.
Yeah,
so that's it.
That's a good idea.
You break your max, you ain't getting another one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You have to wait.
That's a good idea.
Your next one can't be one. No, mean you can't get one again.
How many years?
Just like after your new contract, whatever.
2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, after your 2-3 years, whatever.
Yeah, whatever contract you signed with the previous team, whatever
you
years
cannot get a max.
Yeah,
I agree with
you.
So you're telling me
that's a good one.
That's a good one. But
I agree.
Just to counter that, you're telling me if I go into a situation where I sign a max deal for team, ownership change, not ownership, general manager changes, coaches change. That becomes a toxic environment for me. I'm stuck here, or I can't get another max contract because you got the situation you got the situation what CP had to go through with Clippers, where any of them boys could have walked out for that crap.
Right.
But you're telling me if I want to keep the ability to have a max contract, I got to stay in that environment.
So I go back to the case by case part. What I was thinking about when I came up with that was for KD's situation, because these are people that he did sign off on and that he agreed to. So when I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking of this because he just signed the contract like a year ago.
So there's still got to be case by case basis.
Yeah, it is case by case. I think there should be an evaluation team that investigates it, looks over what's going on.
Now,
I
agree with it. I agree. All right, now throw KD some bell.
Yeah,
I throw KD some bell. Just based off of this, because this is he only did it this year.
He was held hostage by Curry.
Now,
all right.
No, but that's going to play a part of it. Now, here's my issue with this KD deal that I don't think nobody's talking about enough. We come into this league, we come into this season with this whole COVID situation, right? According to Kyrie's situation, he said he wanted the management. They said it wasn't going to be a problem. You still be able to play. Blah 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 blah. That's Kyrie's situation. According to the way it was played out, eventually the league said, Kyrie, you can't play. Because COVID restrictions. We're not going to have you be in the part-time. You are out until, I guess, they lift the restriction or something changes. You're out. Right. According to what rumors report, KD signed off on that. So they had to go to KD to say to agree to that, to send Kyrie out. If that's the case, so now I want with management, I want with coach, I want everybody. Y'all say he's not going to play. We're going to move forward. We're going to move on with this team, and that's the direction we're going to go regardless. Then, because we not winning the way y'all think we should win, or whatever the case may be, y'all reneged on that whole situation, and it didn't help us. We still lost.
They didn't renege on.
They let him come back and play after they
let him come back and play.
Right? They reneged.
Okay.
You reneged on this whole situation. So now I'm looking at y'all to say, are y'all firm in what y'all standing, or circumstances making y'all change situation?
But did they call the KD and say, "Yo, we gonna let him come back"? And he said, "Okay."
All right, let's throw some context in here because they did let him come back, but let's say, because this could have happened, they got word that it was going to be lifted soon.
Right.
Because it did get lifted like 2 weeks later.
So that was the rumor.
It was like that was the rumor.
But still, like a month later.
But the rumor was going to get lifted when the new mayor.
Right, but it's close to playoff time, right? So say if it was them getting them ramped up, getting them there, because we know this is about to get lifted.
If he's practicing, that's fine. I don't have a problem with him coming back to practice.
But gameplay is different. You need to play. You need to get in that game feel. So say if they got word that it's going to be lifted soon, so that's why they did the part-time thing late. So maybe that.
But you penalized him because my only other stipulation is I wanted to play with him while I'm here. Y'all not signing him. Y'all don't want him back.
But
you gotta realize he's done other things.
They gave him Harden too. He wanted Harden. They gave it to him. They gave him.
Wait a minute, but here's the other thing. Right, and that's the other thing. Wait a minute. Let me go to that. I wanted Harden.
I got it.
Y'all gave me Harden. Y'all couldn't keep Harden. Why? Because Harden wanted out of there the same reason that I want out of there. Y'all management up here is not sound. It's not on sound footing. There's no culture here. There's no culture established.
We don't know he left cause of Kyrie.
Yeah, they said maybe the Kyrie issue. He didn't like that whole.
That's not the management's fault.
How's not the management fault?
Cause Kyrie the one that didn't want to get the shot.
They didn't like the way he was moving, like here sometime, here not.
Right.
No, but that's don't lose your thought. Don't lose your thought.
No, I'm not losing your thought. I'm just saying Kyrie said, "Oh, they raided the Capitol. I can't play." But yeah, you had a birthday party.
That's not KD's fault.
No, I'm just saying though. Why would I want to sign a player who's iffy?
Because if you want,
I don't care what you want.
Then that's why I don't want to be here. That's the point.
That's iffy.
That's why I don't want to be here.
This ain't your money. That's my money.
But that's why I don't want to be here.
Okay, still you gotta be here.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, because you signed the deal.
I signed a deal at a job. I can still leave.
Not
Well, depends. Some jobs got consequences.
Yeah, you can leave, but it's a consequence.
They ain't gonna give you that last
paycheck is one thing. Not letting me leave is another thing. That's the difference. I'm not talking about money. You're not letting me leave.
From going to other jobs
to work that same job, but you still don't let me leave. That's what I'm trying to say.
But you can't just leave because if the situation ain't out there for you to leave. I'm not just going to take anything just so you want to leave.
But then you want to have me here in an environment I don't want to be in, and you're going to get what you're going to get.
Let me ask you this though. With this whole situation, what we talking about, is it because of the money?
No.
Or no, I'm just saying because can you do that at your job?
Do what?
Can you do that at your job?
Do what?
Look, y'all change management. I don't like this management.
I can leave, yes. I can leave.
Are you leaving?
Huh?
Are you leaving?
If I have the option to,
are you leaving?
If I can go somewhere else and make the same money or more in a different organization, yes, I'm leaving.
No, listen. Are you going to just quit that day? Whatever what you got.
If I'm betting on myself, well, that's a different argument.
That's what I'm saying. Are you leaving?
That's a different argument. Somebody making millions of dollars.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I'm KD, I'm betting on myself. I'm out. I'm betting on myself. I'm out. I can go do this somewhere else.
Because I think a lot of times people will look at the money aspect of the situation.
Right, but see, me, it ain't about the money. I can care less about the money. It's about the fact that if this is an environment that I don't want to be in, or this is an environment that I was not promised when I came here.
But if you signed a contract with your job,
right,
and you don't like the way things are going,
I can leave and just take the loss.
No, I'm saying if you sign a contract with your job for a certain amount of years, your job, we're not talking about NBA, your job,
right?
You can't leave.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. If you sign a contract and they tell you if you leave before this is up,
you lose your money. That's all.
Some jobs, like you said, you can't sign with our rivals. You can't.
Right, you can't. I can still do the work.
Are you going to take that chance and leave?
If that's the point, if I'm a bet on myself, yes, I have to. If I'm a bet on myself, you ask me personally, that's a different story. But you
that's
ask
what I'm asking you personally.
No, that's a different story.
That's what I'm asking.
I got responsibilities and stuff to take care of.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, but that's a different story. But on an aspect of be betting on myself as a player, yes, I'm out. I want out.
So all right, let's enter another point. John Wall's situation.
Now that's management.
Where they came into agreement, like, look, because John Wall wanted to play.
That's what I'm saying. Management should be
but he wanted to start.
Right, and they wanted to start.
Different.
Right, at this point in his career, he didn't really
earn it. They said not good enough to start.
Just to start.
Right.
We don't know what you coming back like. We can't just give you a job based off of your name and say you're a starter and blah blah blah.
Right. I agree.
Because he might not even start for the Clippers. So
he's not starting for the Clippers.
Right. So they said, look, all right, you want to be a starter. We're not going to do that. We're going to sit you, but we're going to pay you. Do you think if a player should just automatically be you not getting paid? Like, just period. It's no man up to management.
What do you mean?
Look, if a player is healthy,
if he sits,
yeah, because right now it's up to the team decide if they want
to
pay you or not.
Yeah.
Should the league just say, look, if you sitting and you're healthy, we're not paying you?
That's if the team that tells you to sit. Contract. So basically, what I'm trying to figure out what you're going to sit and tell me. If I'm stuck in a hostile situation, I'm stuck here. Contract regardless. No matter what situation you got me in or what situation I'm stuck in. No matter how hostile, it could be a racist situation, it could be whatever. I'm stuck in it. I have to suffer through this or lose being able to make a match.
How many people work in environments that they don't like?
But you got the option to leave. You're telling me I can't leave. That's the point. I don't care about the money. You're telling me I can't leave. I can't leave this.
I think it was a quick turnaround that got people confused because he signed it a year before.
Yeah.
Now you ain't happy a year later. Like, why you signed it? It's like,
I know it looks suspect.
Yeah,
it looks a little suspect. But
it's like you made the chessboard and you ain't mad. You mad the way it turned out, so now you want out.
No, he didn't want
to.
But that's not what he's. But see, again, that's the way we taking it because he asked for the trade first. Then he talked to the owner and said, "Listen, we can work something out. Get rid of the coach. Get rid of the general manager. You got me. Now you sell me. Oh, that ultimatum or that proposition. Now I'm not doing that. But you got to stay here and still work through that. Nah, these dudes ain't working for me to achieve the goal.
Let me get rid of the coach that you won and I still got to pay him.
All right, before we even get that right. The GM did everything that KD and them asked. He got them Harden, he got them shooters. He get everything they asked. And he helped turn around.
Signed the bum Jordan.
Then DeAndre Jordan.
Signed that bum.
He was a bum. He did everything KD asked. And he did his job the way he wanted. And you get to say, I gotta go.
I'm telling you, if I have to pick this apart, the only reason why I can give KD any bail for this, I'm telling you, is the way they handled that COVID situation and Kyrie. I'm telling you that's the reason we wanted out.
Probably.
That's the reason he wanted out, because you're not establishing the culture. You're just doing whatever fits you.
But are you establishing a culture by letting one player play part-time?
Huh?
Are you establishing a culture by letting somebody play part-time?
Then it shouldn't have been a switch up. They switched. Now, here's the problem. I agree with I agree with you. I understand what you're saying. They might have got the word that maybe it was coming down the line. No, but you switched up before that. Y'all came out and ran back to please come back and we'll take you part-time as long as you help us win games. You switched up before. Now, if the mandate had been lifted...
But that was way later when they did that.
No, but they still... No matter when they did it, you switched up the whole game plan.
Because they was losing.
It don't matter. You got to stand on something. You got to stand on something.
But this is the thing I don't understand.
If you want to establish a culture, meaning you stand on something.
But this is the thing I don't understand that you're saying. First, you're saying KD... is mad on how they handle Kyrie.
So he should be mad at Kyrie.
Right. I'm saying he mad because the way they handle Kyrie, and he want Kyrie to stay, but yet KD didn't want Kyrie to play. Because of the COVID. He voted against Kyrie to play for the COVID.
No. You missed.
But
you missed.
He's mad because
you missed the whole conversation. You missed the whole argument.
But that's what you're saying.
Because what happened? I'm saying based on what they saying, what happened was.
But you said
they went to him and said, "You want him to do part time." Or you want him to, or we want to let him go. We just focus on what we got here.
And KD said,
"Focus on what we got here."
But Kyrie's not mad.
But Kyrie's not. He's not mad. He said, "I respect Kyrie's decision. I'm not telling a man what to do with his personal life. But for me to be able to win, I gotta focus on what's here. I can't focus on
what's." But if you're my man, I want you there whenever you can be there.
Huh?
If you're my man, you can only play away games. Why will I? Why will I vote against that?
If the owners are not going to give you that, first of all, they're not giving him that. They just told him this is what we're doing. So even if he had said no, I want him here, they still wasn't gonna let him play. That's a given. Secondly, if I realize
that they're playing away game,
right? But if I realize that could become a potential distraction for the goal that I'm trying to achieve, and for the goal that we set out in this contract, no, I'm gonna tell you no. They asked him, "Are you going okay?"
The goal is to win games. The goal is to win games. So I want you there whenever you can be there.
If that's the case,
I don't even think they wanted Kyrie there.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about KD because he's saying KD didn't want him there.
Because listen what I'm saying.
It's a distraction.
No, I saying
KD is mad at the owners because you didn't sign Kyrie.
It was like a package deal. They don't want. They only keeping Kyrie because of KD.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They don't want Kyrie.
They don't want him. They never want him.
But he's saying KD want Kyrie.
Yes, he wanted Kyrie.
I want you there even if you part-time.
But that could be the part of the argument. All I'm saying is what the rumor is saying. But that could be the part of the argument.
That's all I'm saying.
But the part of the argument could be that the rumor is wrong and he wanted them there part-time. But let's go to that scenario. Say he wanted them there part-time. They're like, nah, we ain't paying him to be a part-time player. That's my man. Yeah. That's what I came here for. So that's the boy I wanted to play.
But he played part-time. That's what I'm saying. Kyrie.
In the latter part of the season.
When it was allowed, yeah.
But they felt like the chemistry wasn't there.
Right, it's too late now.
It's too late, so we couldn't build no chemistry.
Right, it's
too
late.
That's why we lost. That's why we got smacked. As soon as we
now.
And y'all ruined Harden in his view. So it's like you ruined Kyrie, you ruined Harden.
You let Harden go. You lost me Harden, and then now
from KD eyes, that might not be what
happened, right? But from his eyes, right? And now I got a 4-year contract with y'all. I want my man here with me with these 4 years.
Y'all not giving it to him.
Y'all not signing him for 4 years. So you tell me within these 4 years, after this last season, because y'all won't sign him, I got nobody but these bum players right here.
You got my buddy Bennett?
Nah, I got nobody but these bum players right here.
I got Ben Simmons.
And y'all want me to stay here with no game plan of what y'all going forward with.
They can't do anything.
Right? No, you because you gave up too much of your assets. Right?
All right, well, let's say this. Did KD just have a failed attempt of being LeBron, and now he won a way out of it?
That's good.
Because at least LeBron finished his contracts. LeBron never leaves a contract.
Contract is smart. Well, here's the other thing. LeBron's smart enough to make his contract only 2 years.
Yeah. Right.
Not no 4 years.
But he done 4 years. Option. He did it with Miami.
That's the only time. No, that's the only time he did 4 years. No, he did. When he came back to Cleveland, he did 2. He did 2. Then he did another 2. But he had the option in the 2 to leave.
But he didn't. He stayed. He had an option at the 1-1. He had an option to leave that second one. Right, he finished it out. Then he did another one. He's finishing the contracts. He only leaving during free agency. He ain't going through.
I'm not saying he don't, but I'm saying he did it. He set up his contract that had the option.
I think no.
He leave every 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think they care. I don't think they cared if KD did it that way. But
right.
The fact that
he did it 4 years. That's what I'm saying. I know the 4 years is what screwed him up. Right. But I think he signed a contract of 4 years thinking the stipulation would be him and his team would be there for 4 years.
Well,
not all of a sudden now y'all want to sign me. I'm stuck here 4 years by myself.
It's the same case.
So why don't you, as a man, be like,
what?
when you sit down, be like, all right, what's your problem? Tell them what we need to do to fix this.
He told him that. Get rid of the GM and the coach.
All right. Well,
before
let's do take it off, Katie, because we did say should it be a punishment? That's the focus of the question. Should it be a punishment?
So what punishment you gonna give him?
What punishment?
Well, you gave him the max contract thing.
Yeah, I did the max contract thing, especially in his case. I feel like he.
Yeah, I think the max
contract.
He
took the situation and he, like, took it overboard, just like he did with the Warriors thing. Like, where it's like, all right, you could join another team, but you went to them. You did it that way. Like, you took it overboard. I think that same thing. He took it overboard. Like, all right, it's okay if you want to leave, but dang, you just signed for it. So I think on that, like, I don't think other players do it that way.
No.
But on a situation like that, where you got 3 or 4 years left, you just signed that deal, just like Ben.
So say it's not a max contract. So it's not a max contract.
I feel like this only cares if it's max, because
they don't even care if it's max. I promise you, they don't.
No, like a max player that can get it.
But
who else had this? Who else cared about this? For anybody else that's not an all-star level player.
What I'm saying is this what they're concerned with is the floodgates that this will open up if this becomes a
right. But it's only come with the superstars.
Yeah, but not every superstar deserves a max.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, well, every superstar do deserve max, but make sure you're a superstar. You ain't no superstar, you ain't no max.
Well, I put it like this. I put it like this. You can have a Tobias do this. He's not a superstar.
You don't got the power. KD don't do this because he has the power.
What?
Tobias,
I could.
Tobias
no, but
about the
you
league.
can say I want to leave, but you don't have any power for them to.
No, but I ain't talking about power. All I got to do is be just not no disrespect to Tobias. Just throw Tobias out there because he got a huge contract. Mm-hmm. He's not a superstar, but he's a star. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be here. Trade me. Nah, we just signed you for 4 years for
the
superstar.
Let him sit. He don't got the power.
They're gonna be like,
wait a minute, you gonna let him sit?
Yeah, they're gonna be like,
but KD,
no pay.
KD makes it worse because I got a superstar right here that's not playing.
Right.
Where I could just trade you for other pieces and I could still get some. Not Tobias been trying to trade him for 3 years. Like, we can't get nothing.
Right, you can't get rid of him, right? Right, that's what I'm saying.
But it's like,
like,
what I'm saying.
Like,
but I think that's what they're concerned with. This can go from superstar to.
It's not going to work with those players.
I think the issue is the elephant in the room. I got K freaking D on my bench just sitting there in a suit, chilling. That's what making me mad. So like,
Kyrie's considered a superstar, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Superstar talent.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think he could
play superstar player, but superstar.
Take a team to the finals by something, other stuff. But
Kyrie hasn't talked about not playing.
No, he said he wants. No, all of a sudden now he says he wants to play. He'll stay here.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
No matter if KD stay here or not.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So KD, if Kyrie your man, you gonna sit on the bench?
Yeah.
You gonna sit on the bench in the suit?
No, I don't think KD not gonna play.
I think KD know though, like him and Kyrie, they'll play if they have to, but they know, we not staying here.
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's the mold. Like,
and then
once they ain't really got too much leverage, like they got a contract.
And then once that mold hits your brain, you're not playing your hardest. You're not busting your butt out there trying to.
This is your best situation.
This is the best team he'll be on.
That's all I understand. This is your
team wise is his best situation. Mentality wise, he might not like. I don't want to be here. I don't like the way this organization is run. I don't want to be here.
And my thing is the punishment. Just
right, but look at it like this.
So why don't you look? Why don't you? I know we talking about the punishment, but I'm just talking about as a man standpoint. Why don't you go to Nash? Like, look, I ain't like the way you ran the office. You didn't make things better for me in the playoffs. What have you learned? What have you done as a coach in this off season? It's gonna make me have faith that you can do a better job this year.
You can't say that. You can't say he hasn't done that. We don't know what goes.
I'm just saying, as a man,
he might have done it.
Right, he might have done this. So I'm saying we can't use that simply because you don't know what happened. Conversation. He might have had a conversation and heard it from that. Say, yo, I don't like what he's doing. You're getting out of here. He might have had that conversation.
All right,
so the way KD is, he tell everything.
Well, basically what I said is with the 4 year,
I know the max contract.
Yeah, I like that. But what if it's like less than 4 years, or is it going to be a punishment for somebody who
that's what I'm trying to figure out?
Any deal,
and they want to leave.
Same thing. You lose a max contract if you got a year on your deal.
Yeah. Well, my issue is you ain't fulfill a year of your 2 years of your contract. So max deal is usually what 4 or 5 years.
Any contract that's broken.
Sometimes I have a year left on my contract.
Any contract that's broken.
Yeah, I don't know about the max thing if it's a year left.
Because it's not fair.
The way AD did it.
No, but that's not fair. You want to know why?
We forgot about AD's situation.
Yeah, but AD's situation wasn't that bad.
All right, so can we put a cap on what your next contract is?
Yeah. No, but hold on.
Only for the first year. So like, if you lose a year and then you go to a new team, you sign a 4-year deal. That first year is going to be of a cap on what you can make. You can't make as much as you made on the last year.
It should be a cap. It should be a cap on whatever you have left. Whatever you have left on your contract is your punishment.
But here's my question. Here's my question to you. All right, that's fine. But here's my question to you. You saying that if I have a year left on my contract, I want to get out of here, and y'all won't let me out of here. I still supposed to. If I do whatever I do, I'm supposed to be suffering for that. When you can trade me or you can,
well, if you finish out your year, you ain't got to worry about the punishment. But if you want me to trade within that year, that first year you get punished. If we don't want to trade you and you want to leave, you get punished.
So you rather me walk away? Yeah. So you rather me walk away?
Well, we're gonna find out what this new CBA got. Look, this is where
it's coming.
That's where we stand on it. I mean, let us know. Y'all feel like it should be a punishment for players who, leave a contract that they just signed early, or do you feel like it's too much gray area there, right? Like maybe we had a plan and you guys didn't go to that plan, so the public might not know why I want to leave. Right. Mm-hmm. But me and you know.
What Pac say? You and I know what's going on.
So it should be no punishment. It should be no punishment because you didn't stick to what we agree on. So let us know.
Roll with whatever you want.
Let us know how you feel. Like I said, you like the content, the like, subscribe button. Another episode. Let's talk about it.
Peace.